Dennis gave me maybe my favorite stat from the round 2 of the NHL postseason between the Canes and the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
The Canes have outscored the Rangers 6-4 even strength.
Yeah, 6-4 even strength. Not bad.
Which I responded with, aside from that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? Yeah, if you take away the special teams, Canes look like they're playing a lot better. But that's something you can't do, right? You can't just take away. I always love when that happens, right? It's a team will give up 5 passing touchdowns or receiving touchdowns to one receiver. By the end of the year, they're like, if you take away that one Mike Evans game where he really got us, we only gave up 10 receiving touchdowns. I'm like, well, you can't do that. That game exists. It happened. Yeah, if you take away special teams, the Canes are winning. Unfortunately, special teams count. You cannot expect to win in the second round of the postseason against a team like the Rangers while going 0 for 5 on the power play every game. It's actually, I think that's the only reason it went to 2 overtimes. Because the Canes have to get to 0 for 5 on the power play, and they were only at 0 for 3 at the end of regulation, so we got to get 2 more power play strikeouts.
It's amazing how the Canes' power play has killed more penalties than the actual PK has.
I mean, you're not wrong. Let's hear from Jordan Staal, the captain, on their special teams having to be better.
You guys worked their tail off, and we had some great looks 5 on 5 as well to end the game. And again, we wouldn't even be talking about it, but everyone in the room knows our special teams got to be better, and we'll get better, and we'll find a way to turn the tide in the series.
Have to get better, find a way to turn the tide. If you go 0 for 10 on the power play, you should expect to be 0-2. No matter how close the games are at the end. And especially if you go 0 for 2 on the power play in overtime. And especially when you handled your power plays the way that you did. Power plays, they should be treated like special opportunities, right? Privileges almost. To be on the ice during a power play, it's not a right. It's a privilege. Don't squander it with things like Dennis said, penalties that end the power play. Don't squander it by not wanting to be a hero. When you're on the power play, guess what you're there for?
Score.
Yes. So don't go out there and just, let's get some good rotate. Let's 3-man weave this bad boy all around the perimeter. Don't get caught just passing it around. Be a hero. Shoot. You're getting some good looks. Great. The scoreboard doesn't count good looks. In overtime power plays, you have to shoot the puck. Shots on net, shots on net, shots on net. Rod Brind'amour on the strategy that may have gone wrong in the power play.
Yeah, we got to definitely be sharper. We got to get inside. We're on the outside, and that's just not how we do it anyway. So it's got to get back to doing it the way we know how to.
Get in front of the net. Man, I almost think it's a they should go Hoosiers with it. The Hoosier the movie Hoosiers where they make the rule you have to pass it, 4 times before anyone's allowed to shoot? It's almost like the opposite. If you pass it 4 times, whoever gets it has to shoot. It's the reverse Hoosiers. And to use the Hoosiers example, who wants to be Jimmy Chitwood? Who is going to say, I'll make the shot? I want someone out there on the ice during a power play that fully believes a bad shot taken by them, like a bad shot taken by me, is better than a good shot taken by others. So I'm not just going to keep waiting for it. I'm going to press the issue. What are you risking at this point? Another failed power play? You can't do worse than 0%.
No shot on goal in overtime is ever a bad play. It's simple as that. No shot on goal in overtime is ever a bad play. And here's the thing that pissed me off about the Canes power play yesterday. We're just going to just pass the puck around the perimeter, guys, until we wait for that pretty play to open up. But you know what the Rangers did? They went out and took it when they had their chances, especially when they tied it in overtime. Tied it in the third period, and in overtime, what'd they do? The puck was moving, feet were moving, skates were moving, puck went lateral, puck went up and down, and then you know what they did? They threw the puck towards the net. Puck came from the corner both times they scored. And guess what you had? Guys attacking the net afterwards. They went on there and they took their opportunities and capitalized them. Canes sat back on their asses and did squat.
If you're waiting for Igor to like tumble over and not be in net, it's just not going to happen. If you're waiting for Shesterkin, the Igor chants were going on. If you're waiting for him to be completely out of position, you're going to be waiting a while. At a certain point, you just have to beat him. And if you don't, at a certain point, you just have to get lucky. At a certain point, you just have to, it hits his glove, but he can't control it, and now it's sitting there, and somebody's going to swoop in and hit it with the heel of their stick, and it's going to work. But none of that, you bar yourself from that opportunity. Like, to get lucky, you have to put yourself in an opportunity to get lucky. And if you're just passing it, by the way, beautiful passing, excellent communication, great job. If you're just passing it around the perimeter, the puck's just going to stay on the perimeter, and I've never seen a goal get scored out by the blue line unless you shoot it towards the goal.
Make your luck. Create those bounces for yourself. That's what you got to do.
For 10. And by the way, like, it doesn't take a lot to open up the floodgates. You're down 0-1. The Canes killed one penalty, right? We're talking special teams. They killed one penalty. It was the first quote-unquote win of a special team they had in the series, right? Every power play they had where they had the advantage, they had not scored. Every penalty killed, they had given up a goal. They stopped one penalty, and it was like the Wizard of Oz turning to color, right? It was the sun rising for the first time after 40 days and 40 nights of rain. What happened? Boom, goal quickly. What happened right before the end of the first period? Boom, goal. You're up 2-1. A single special team success changed the vibe with everything, changed the entire energy in the room. Special teams. They call, oh, great. You outscored them 6-4, even strength so far in the series. That'll get you a cool story to tell when you're at home.